Hey, what's going on? This is Abba Jeebs, and I'm going to be teaching you how to right hand pick your ukulele. Most of the times that we do anything, it's always some kind of strumming. But this time we're going to do picking. Very simple pattern, a 1, 2, 3, 4 pattern using your thumb, index finger, middle finger, and ring finger. And we're just going to cover in the same direction the strings like this. Okay, take your hand and casually bring them to this point here. Not like this, you're not really stiff, you're not going to do this one like this with your hands all out like this. You're going to have this naturally resting against the strings. Now right now it seems like your hand is this is the sound hole here, and your hand is up here. For right now I want to show you, or I want to teach you this with an air of comfort. A little later, once we get some of our picking down, we can then move around to different areas here and get different tones from our picking. But just for right now, since the focus is on our right hand, I want you to take your right hand and casually lean it over the body like this. As a matter of fact, if you watch some of the best uke players, Corey, Fujimoto, and a bunch of other really super cats, their picking is actually happening about here also. Even though you can pick here, opposed to, but that comes later. That's when your picking no longer is a thought process. It's in your elbow, and then you can just pick. So the practice is thumb, first finger, middle finger, ring finger. Thumb, top string, is actually kind of a downward pluck. Because if you got your thumb up here, you can't go up against it, and then it also sounds lame, and it just is not going to work. So the thumb is a downward pluck, but the first finger, second finger, and third finger, meaning pointer finger, middle finger, and ring finger, is going to be an upward pluck. Now if you noticed, I'm going to do this one more time. Sorry, this is the best I can do with the zoom. I don't have a really good camera. Watch how I do my fingering. And I lift my finger so the notes can ring out. Okay? One more time. And remember, it's the meat, as we like to say, of your fingertip. If you have a fingernail, you might get a pop. You might get a little bit more of a sharper, pull to it. But that's okay too, because you could also use your fingernails in a different way with your picking technique. It's the same methodology, except instead of using the fatter part of your finger, then you would use a little bit of your nails to do the same thing. And that's what this practice is. Notice how quiet my hands are. I'm not going like this, which is normal if you do. I've taught so many people in so many classes when I say, okay, it's time to pick, and it's a struggle to understand how your fingers can work independently like this. So all I want you to do is practice 1, 2, 3, and 4, thumb, first finger, middle finger, fourth finger, in a row on the 4 strings. And remember, quiet hands. I'm not pulling them all off and doing this. I'm just kind of hovering. And then slowly get a little faster. And so on and so on and so on. But anything is worth it. It's going to take some time for you to do this. So just practice that. And then if you want to have a little fun, make a C chord. You know how to make your C chord, and do the same progression with your right hand, which is that picking from top to bottom. Now go to an F chord and try that. That's cool. How about a G chord? Back to the C. So practice away, have fun. Hope you got a little something out of that. I expect some questions. I'll try to answer them. Okay, aloha.